All right, well, welcome to the Dungeon Delvers Guild. This is our ShadowDark game. This will actually be the formal episode 1.
Yes.
I'm Adrian. I'll be the GM for today, and we're going to have another player jump in once they get free. But in the meantime, we're joined by a collection of fun and savory characters here. Matt, do you want to just say who your primary character is and then your backup?
Yep. Yeah, I'm Matt. I'm my primary Grundle Shale Strike, the academic dwarf fighter, and then I have Valmeric, the strange human wizard / cult initiate.
Awesome. And Eric, how about yours?
My primary character is Bragnor. He is a Norse Skald. He is a sailor, sea wolf class. Came here on a boat, and then the boat has sailed away. But we'll be back later.
Mm.
The other character I have for backup is named Puss in Boots. A very despicable goblin who was the cleric of like the kind of one of the darker gods of magic, trying to overthrow Ord, the current god of magic, or the good god of magic. So very opposed to that, but they are fleeing to the north after getting into trouble in the south, and no charisma, wanted from the law, kind of a little bit more despicable type character, but will still heal and help the party if need be.
Mm-hmm. And then over to RagDoll. How about your characters?
My primary character is Maelor. He is an elf ranger. He was banished from his home and he pretty much settled for a life of traveling, and his current stop has led him to how's it pronounced? The city Eldershold?
Adelshold, yeah.
Adelshold. And my second character is Gord. He is a dwarf and a wizard and a former student of the local Scholar Tower. And he is just currently seeking new employment.
Awesome. So let me toss in the job board, because you have there's actually a couple ones. I'll post the ones in here that I have made already, because there's a couple different postings on the board. The first one is a reward for wolf pelts, and there seems to be a bunch of like shepherds and sheep outside of Adelshold on towards the south gate down here on the map. But on the outside of the city, you can see that there's some tents and stuff, as these more nomadic shepherds are clustered in close to the town to avoid the risks of being out there in the plains. So that's one of the postings. The other one, which is what we're playing today, is by the east gate. There's a couple wagons full of dwarf miners, or crewmen rather, that they've all posted up down there by the stables in the East Plaza. They're dwarven wagons. We'll pause for a second and just say hello, welcome. Let me catch you up. Hipnotik, how are you? You made it.
I'm good, yeah.
Cool. Let me adjust volume. I think we'll be good. Since we're just going over kind of the first quest, so before that, I have a bunch of random tokens you can choose from for your characters. I've got you as Raggrash and Drak.
Yeah.
Which one's your primary?
Raggrash.
Raggrash. Okay. So I was just kind of explaining the two quests that I've posted so far. These dwarves, there's 11 of them, and they're spread out over a couple different wagons on the east gate down here in Adelshold. They're dwarven wagons, which means they're not just your Oregon Trail ones. The one that they are there's like a living quarters, like an apartment on a wagon. It's very large, and once you go in, there's actually like 2 stories and different rooms within it, and it's quite large. So that's one of their 3 wagons. One's more like a supply wagon where they've got a lot of tools and equipment, and then there's the third one, which is a little bit more normal sized for like humans and elves and tall folk. But they have posted this job posting that they're looking for guards, and they will pay you 2 gold a day, which is, think of it like 1 gold is like $100. So it's $200 a day to go and join with them and escort them to this dwarven mine, which is nearby. And Edel's Hold is at the edge of civilization. It's like everywhere beyond this region is wild, untamed territories. So you've all responded to this job posting, and we've actually, this is our second session technically. That first was like a play test. So Matt and Eric and I, we're all new to ShadowDark. RagDoll or Hipnotik, have either of you played ShadowDark before?
No.
Okay, so it's very similar to D&D. Have you played D&D before?
Oh yeah.
Presume yes.
Yes.
Right. Cool.
Sorry.
So yeah, you're gonna pick it up really easy. It's like streamlined version of D&D. We're gonna have your primary character is the one that you play, but if you die, then you've got the secondary one, because it might be that kind of game. We'll see.
Yes.
It's ShadowDark is supposed to be the dangerous version of 5e.
I will warn you now. Bats are more dangerous than they look.
Yeah.
Those were regular bats. They weren't even giant.
No.
Just wait till you meet sting bats. So, anyways, we're gonna pick up the scene here.
Okay.
It's a cold day. Edel's Hold is up in the mountains, so it's cold. It's not quite freezing to where there's snow on the ground, but it feels like, it smells like it could snow any minute. The ground is a little bit wet, muddy, but that crunchy muddy, so you don't get too many mud stains on your boots and cloaks, but it is cold. And as you are all looking for work, I know we had somebody, I think it was Maelor, you were a student at the Scholars Tower, right?
No, that's my second character.
That was your second character. Okay, so
yeah, he's my backup.
Oh, right. Okay, so we're gonna put him aside. So how about Maelor? You're an elf ranger, so you've come to Edel's Hold. This is like your first time, like the first. You don't live here. You're like a new adventurer, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So a new adventurer, probably looking for work. So you see the ad. You just go up to the dwarven wagon, or what do you think you'd do?
Yeah, definitely go up to the wagon. Like, even though I am a ranger, hunting, I didn't come all the way to hunt. I want to see new things, do new things.
Well, the leader of the dwarven crew, his name is Jevik. He is eager to hire you, because being a ranger in this system, you're really helpful to be in the wilds and stuff. So all they're going off of, you learned, is they've received a letter from their tribe asking for more workers and stuff to help open this really old mine. And so they're coming up here, but they don't really know the land. They know roughly they're supposed to go through the south gate and then veer to the west, but they don't know the area, and they definitely would hire a ranger. No problem there. Grundle, as you've reached here. Your history is, there's a dragon out there that wiped out a bunch of caravans. So now that you're in Edel's Hold, would you sing this ad? Is it the dwarves, or what draws you in?
Dwarves. Yeah, so yes, dwarven scholarship. Maybe perhaps if I were to record the systems and the social mores of dwarven mining culture, maybe then I could get enough anthropological knowledge to finally build up my resume, so I can finally get that full professorship at the old Iron Quill Knowledge Hold.
So you show up to the wagon, and Jevik the dwarf, he's got braids in his beards. He's barrel-chested, deep-voiced. He gives you a big arm clasp, and despite the fact that you're more scholarly than he probably prefers, you're a dwarf. You join the caravan. You can even ride in our wagon if you prefer, instead of the one with the tall folk.
Oh, most definitely.
So, as you join the caravan, we'll meet Bragnor. So, Bragnor, you're new to Edel's Hold, if I remember your intro.
He's probably been here for a couple weeks. He sailed in with his crew, but his sister fell ill, a fever of some kind or some illness, so he stayed behind to tend to his sister, and but the crew had jobs they had to do out in the water. So they left, but promised to return. Now he's on the mend and probably is working at the inn.
Okay.
And he's looking for work. Has probably heard about these dwarves causing trouble or being a ruckus in the job board, and
yeah, maybe trying to get a little bit of favor in with the town guard and be like, I'll help them get them on their way. I'll go take that posting. So so you are a sea wolf. And so I think the dwarves all look you up and down with curiosity, and there's no prejudice against elves with this crew or anything, so they don't really care that Maelor's an elf or not. But there definitely is they like dwarves a lot. But when Maelor's there, and then now Bragnor, you're a human, they probably find you very interesting. And seeing your armaments, they hire you as well, and you can join in with the guard crew. And then last we have Raggrash, and I think I need to get your tokens if you want to pick a couple from this stash that I have up here in the corner. Just choose whichever one. You should be able to drag any of them. That's just what I had randomly available. So we have Raggrash.
This one.
Cool. So you're a half-orc, yeah?
Correct.
Cool. So are you new to Edel's Hold, do you think, or has he been in the area?
I'm gonna say he's probably new.
Okay, cool. So coming in as a level 1 character, I'm going to assume you don't have hordes of gold at your disposal, so looking for opportunities to earn coin. And you are a warlock. That's going to be interesting. Yes, you go up and they look you up and down, but you seem to be of orcish descent, but they don't turn you away, but they seem a little bit wary of you. But yeah, they usher you into the party, and as they're getting things ready to go, Jevik, the dwarven kind of leader of this troop, it kind of gets you together and informs you that there's not only you're the day crew, but there's also guards that he hired for night. So you don't have to take watches and split the shifts, but your duties is to guard during the day. And you hear some of the other miners complaining that they don't know why they hired a goblin. And then one of them says, "Oh well, that goblin can translate." And he gets slapped by his compatriot. "You fool! I speak goblin. We didn't need to hire one of those runts. This pestilence on this journey, stupid." But they seem very happy that you four, are not goblins, unlike Eric's backup character.
backup character is a piece of work.
Okay, so we are just about to get underway. If you want to choose a token for the second backup character for Drak, just so I have one on handy. Hopefully we don't need them, but if they do, they'll be there.
1 second, I actually kind of forgot what Drock was.
I think I have him as a halfling thief.
That's right, halfling. Because I made a third one and then I was like, I don't like that, so I deleted it.
It's okay. It's the Shadow Darklings makes it so easy to just whip out characters. Like you can
Mhm.
just keep clicking, and they have a type of game in Shadow Dark that is like a funnel where you have 4 level 0 characters and you just go through a meat grinder, and the last man standing
Yeah.
becomes level 1, and that's your character. So sometime we'll do one of those.
Yeah.
The last
So-
man standing becomes level 1.
Yeah, this
Dungeon Crawl Classics does that too.
yeah, that's where I first played a funnel game, and when I found out Shadow Dark had that, I was thinking that was pretty fun.
This one, right here,
Cool.
I think would
So
be the backup one.
cool. So in the backup wagon, we won't go through too many intros, but we have 2 wizards, a dwarf, and a human. We have a halfling thief, and we have a goblin, I think, thief. I have to go back and look.
My goblin?
No, priest. You're a priest. That's even
Priest.
funnier. So
But a priest of one of the dark gods of magic.
yeah, well, nobody needs to know that right now, but that's funny.
There's
That
like
is
four. ShadowDark has like 4 good gods and 3 kind of darker gods, and then 2 lost gods.
Mhm.
He's a priest of one of the 3 darker gods.
So the wagon, there's 3 wagons. There's one that's large, kind of like an apartment building on wheels almost. Almost think a little bit like a Harry Potter looking thing that just wedges out, and there's like protrusions and rooms and windows and a smokestack. And this one does not seem to be drawn by animals, whether cattle, mules, horses, anything like that. It's there's an engine that begins to sputter to life, and smoke comes out of the smokestack, and then the wheels slowly start to turn, and on its almost as if it's on its own, just turns over and starts falling down from the east path here of the East Plaza, and starts making its way down towards the main gate on the south. The other 2 wagons are pulled by we'll just say mules or oxen. There's one that's like the tool supply wagon. This wagon is fully enclosed and has come almost like an armory, where there's a lot of metal sheets like hammered in and rocks built onto it like armor, with a main door in the back, and the driver's pit is like almost like a chariot that's half shielded, and there's a couple people driving that one, and then there's the one that's more like, again, the normal wagon, and that's where the night crew is inside sleeping, but you 4 are tasked with being the guards for this wagon. So all 3 of the wagons.
Okay.
So as they're going down this road, veering towards the south gate, the mechanized wagon does seem to draw like attention from the passerbyers. It's kind of newer dwarven technology, using this furnace to create combustion to make it like almost like a locomotive. But you, how do you want to position yourselves for marching order? There's 3 wagons to guard.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of have a description of them, and there's only 4 of you. So how do you want to split up, or do you just want to all be on the front?
I definitely want to be on the front with this, because I'm going to be fascinated by
Okay.
this contraption. I've never seen one out in the field before. I've only seen these schematics at the engineering department.
Okay, so you're on that front wagon. How about Bragnor? Where do you want to position?
I know what probably put himself like next to the last wagon on the side, so he can, if something comes from the back, that he can respond, but can also kind of see up front.
Okay, cool. So you're kind of in third position, but off the wagon, so you've got the ability to like respond well and move quickly. How about Raggrash or Raggrash?
Raggrash.
Raggrash.
I think he would be more of in the back, just kind of like, nah, I've seen this before, so.
Are you just riding on the wagon? Can't be bothered
Yeah,
to walk?
pretty
Yeah,
much
yeah.
just kind of sitting there in the back. Just
Nice.
Like, all right.
Okay, and then Maelor.
I would probably go to the back also, but not to just chill out. I'd go to get to watch our six essentially.
Okay, so you're kind of like same as Bragnor, taking like just behind, keeping a watch, everything like that.
Stand on top of it.
Yeah, and the
What you
highest
want,
point of the
Steve?
wagon. Best point of view.
So you pass through the gates. The guards open the gates for you. You roll out, move out with the other two wagons. Grundle, I'll have you roll a charisma check at this point because you're chilling with all the other dwarf miners.
Oh, thank God.
And for the game, if you guys want to roll real dice, I'm totally cool with that. I don't think people get to roll their dice enough in real life. So you can also use Roll20 if you want, but I plan to use real dice.
I rolled a 7.
Okay. So you are a little bit too smart and obnoxious to the more not uncivilized, but they're just a little bit more basic, and they're just like, this guy's talking a lot, and this is so.
I try to suck up to these working class guys.
Just like.
And I once had a paper cut. It really hurt for at least 3 hours.
So yeah. So you don't ingratiate yourself too much with the miners.
Okay.
Now the other two wagons, they don't have like all the crew in it so much. There's the drivers of the wagons, but there's not really much need for you to necessarily interact or conversate with them unless you wish. But you do get on your way, and we're gonna move over to a hex map. And this, I did not get a chance to do hardly any prep on it, but in ShadowDark, there are ways to generate these by random. And so you are going to be on a road, so you don't have to worry about the threat level being too high right away. But as you veer south, you're going to go into the first hex, and I put these as 3-mile hexes, so that's about what we'll call a league. It's from here to kind of like, as far as you can see, is about the 3-mile league. So the first league, we'll have, let's see, Hipnotik, do you want to roll for me?
I understand the generate as it goes concepts, but wouldn't like 10 and 11 or like one of those like have to be water hexes automatically? It is a port town.
It's not a port town, it's a mountain town. The
mountain.
Yeah, the land.
You had docked on the map in water.
Let me go back. This is up here, or where?
This is water.
No, that's a mountain.
That's a mountain. I'm sorry, it's all covered up, but that's like that's a mountain range.
Oh.
That I can see where the confusion is from that. But yeah, it's
stormy mountain.
It's like built into a mountain, and this rock here, this circular almost rock, is where like an airship landed to drop off a bunch of adventurers. But other than that, it is a mountain city. There'd be a port town close by, but not this one specifically.
Okay.
So sorry about the confusion with that. I know you're playing a seafarer character too, but we can say that it's like to the east, not too far away, but like maybe a day's travel. And I think for travel on foot, if it's 3 miles, you could probably push to do like 4 hexes a day. It's kind of like a full day's travel, 12 miles. Mm-hmm. You can probably push to go more than that, but you would be pretty sore. So 4 days walking would be, or 4 hexes walking would be 1 full day. And then if you're on a wagon, I don't know if it says this, but it'd probably be 2 times that. Let me go to the generation page.
Yeah.
I might need to look this up on my phone.
It's a fully loaded wagon being pulled by oxen and stuff. So
yeah,
it would go super fast.
That's true. Maybe just for this game, because I don't have everything totally like ironed out, we'll just say it's still 4 hexes a day. So you're in mountain terrain first. And then if you would like to, I have to go to page 133. I think I said Hipnotik, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just didn't remember what you wanted rolled.
So this is going to be, the hex terrain would be mountain. So roll 2d6 for the new hex as you go from mountain to the next hex down. And let me know what you roll.
A 6 and a 1.
Okay, so 7. So that's same as current terrain. So this one, you continue through the mountains. This isn't letting me draw for some reason. Oh, it's because I'm in the line tool, not freehand. So this is mountains. And then I forgot how to do this. My apologies for not being totally knowing the system yet. So we'll go over and have Eric, you want to roll 2d6? Because there's not going to be a random encounter in the first hex within 3 miles. So we got an 11. That's really funny. Here's your ocean. This is water. So the road. Yeah, so you landed. It's not on the water, but it's only 3 miles from the water. So the road curves over, and you see the because you're all either walking or perched up on the thing. It's dry, cloudy, beautiful landscape, and you see the tree line kind of part ways, and you see the glistening of water. And there's icebergs out in the water too. It's cold, but there's this beautiful waterfront stretch of the road. And then Matt, I'll have you roll the next one, 2d6.
2d6. Okay, I will, just for fun. I haven't used this roll 20 in a while. I'll do it on the thing.
Go for it.
7.
So 7. You start getting into the next region as you kind of depart from the water line, and there's trees.
Ooh.
You start making your way into a forest, and this
Whoa.
third hex is where we're gonna have the first chance of an encounter. So use RagDoll. You haven't rolled yet, so you go ahead and take the next roll. I need to go to the random encounters page though. Actually, no, roll a D100. Let's do this. Something happens.
Uh-oh.
96.
High number, big whammy.
So let's see. The dwarf miners. There's 11 of them, right? So there'd be 2 kind of driving on each. So you've got in wagon 1, 2, and 3s. That's going to be 6 dwarves. So that leaves the other 5 to be mostly in the apartment one. Roll a 1d6. RagDoll. Yeah, RagDoll.
Roll. Say who?
Yeah. So it's the first wagon. That's a D3, so that's a 1. In the first wagon, which is the apartment, there is a dwarf that is kind of up by the reins, or it's not the reins. This is actually a control center for this one. So they've got levers for front, back, left, right. It's kind of like driving a tank. Well, one of the drivers looks over. Because you're still up there trying to talk with him, right? Roll a wisdom check. This is for Grundle.
Oh boy, the best one ever. Wisdom, yeah. My 7 wisdom will save the day. 14. So -2, so 12 actually. Okay, a decent roll.
Okay, and 12 for the difficulties, because these have assigned difficulties.
Yeah. Right. Inside front cover.
So normal is a DC 12.
Normal. Yeah.
I kind of feel like this is not hard because the event that happens is the co-pilot of this tank wagon throws off of his robe, revealing leather armor and with a big skull and crossbones underneath, and he pulls out a big hatchet and he stabs the driver. The dwarf who is driving the wagon shouts out, and he slays him and pulls the machete free, basically, and then the caravan cranks as it leans on a lever, and so you see one of the dwarves just assassinate the other driver, and the two wagons in the back, you see the first one veering off towards the trees, and it goes off of the road. So everybody please roll initiative, because something happens is an NPC throws off their disguise, revealing an enemy.
Right. I got a 15.
Okay.
No,
Is there any kind
modifier.
of bonus? Is it just dex?
Yeah,
Dex
plus
or
dex.
dex?
Plus dex.
Your dex
bonus.
bonus.
I thought that would let me add to it.
You rolled a D12 for.
Okay. Hit the wrong thing. Okay, now this is advanced roller. There we go. Well, not much better.
Uh-oh.
That is a 20 for me.
Woo!
20.
Oh, good. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, with my dex bonus.
Okay. So I know the way that the streams that I've watched for ShadowDark do it is it's a clockwise order. I think that is from the rules. So the highest person goes first, and then it just goes clockwise from there. So unless anybody beat a 20,
I did. I got a 21.
You got a 21. Okay.
I got a natural 19, and my dex is plus 8.
Okay. That's good for me, because I then in my Discord it goes Hipnotik, me, Matt, Eric, and RagDoll. So that's what I'm going to go with for initiative. Is just clockwise in my Discord page. So you can roll. You don't have to roll awareness. You guys have been like being on patrol. You see the tank wagon start curving to the right, very noticeably about to go off the road. And then for movement bands, we'll say that going from one wagon to the next is a move, and then the second wagon to the first wagon would be a second move, which would be basically a full turn. There's the whole, I think, close, near, far, very far. I think that's how the range bands are for ShadowDark.
Yeah.
So you see the wagon curving. What do you do?
I think Bragnor should just be like, kind of like peeks his head out from the back on. Y'all, everything okay? I don't.
So it's supposed to do that?
Why are we going off the road? We're starting to get bumpy. I don't know what's going on.
The two dwarven people who are driving the back two caravans are like trying to like pull up on the reins to stop their wagons, but the first one, which is the motorized one, is going basically off into the ditch. So do you want to take any movement to get to that wagon, or are you just staying toward the rear guard?
I think I'll just stay towards the rear guard.
Okay. I'm going to also copy our tokens from the first page to this one, because that will help for like visualization, even though there's not that much on this map. You all are very large.
Oh, I liked being giants.
I think Bragnor was in the back. Actually, all three of you were in the back. Maelor was on the wagon.
Fun with that, Grundle.
I should get wagon.
you can deal with them, right?
I got it. It's fine. Once I,
bear with me, folks. I did not
all right.
prep for this. That doesn't look good.
There's
Yeah.
a bear?
You never expect a disguised assassin.
That was not in my notes. I had a couple notes, but not assassin dwarf.
Hey!
Okay, I'm just gonna draw because I can't find a good thing. So here is the tank mech carrot wagon thing. So
That's
you're
right.
basically here. Maelor's on top of it. Raggrash is on the other guard, and Grundle is on top of like where the cockpit is. But now the whole thing is careening, and then there is a assassin who just killed the driver, and he was being
Hey!
the other driver.
Yeah. It-
I don't have a good token for him.
Assassin.
Let me just. I'll find one in a second. It would be his turn, and he is going to look at you, Grundle, and he's going to try to stab you.
Oh!
So
Hey!
I will roll an attack. What's your defense?
Oh, my AC is
He rolled bad, but
10.
how?
10. I have a
Okay.
10 AC.
Okay, well, he has +1 to attack, so he misses.
Whoa.
I imagine that's you like jumping back, and
Yeah.
and this guy, he jumps over the edge of the control panel thing onto the outside of the wagon, and he's going to try to jump off. I'll use this this guy. He can be the assassin dwarf. So he jumps out of the wagon, which is now careening dangerously towards the forest, and that is his turn. So it goes to Grundle next, actually.
Oh. Well, I am going to go. Well, I mean, how hard could it be? I mean, I see there's a knob here. There's this button over here. This is some sort of flange, maybe some sort of some sort of gibbet I need to move around. I think I can. I mean, how hard could it be? How hard could it be to drive this? I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure out how to make it stop.
Okay, that'll be an intelligence check. Try to use the
Aha!
controls to redirect.
All right. 7.
Okay.
Just
You
randomly grabbing things.
you grab things, and then the wagon current turns even sharper. So instead of going out into the ditch, you actually go at it straight on, which isn't bad. It also has a chance of running down the assassin.
Oh,
That's gonna go to Bragnor. Bragnor, you see what's going on up ahead. It's a little bit further down, but the tank is basically going to go into the trees.
Bragnor has been singing because he is a skald. As he walks, I've got.
Once
I
was
don't
a
know if
ship
you can
that
hear
sailed
this
to
or not,
sea.
but
Oh, you've got. Can you play the song over the speaker? I don't know if it'll pick up.
yeah. I think you gotta get nitro for that. No, I don't know.
I don't think anything's playing.
can,
No, I can't hear anything.
I can put it in post. I know what you're playing. Okay. How does Bragnor react?
once he sees this going, he is going to start dashing up ahead. I don't
Okay.
know how well you guys heard that, but part of the inspiration for the first character was some of the music from Apex Predator Wolf. Some great Nordic music.
Cool.
Okay.
Let me You double move. I can only move up to the next card, I think.
Yeah, you can get up to. Well, you can move. That's one movement to get to the middle cart, and then it'd be another movement to get there. And as far as I can remember, that's as much as you can do in a turn is move twice, like running.
So I'm probably gonna put him here or here.
Yeah, you can get up to the tank wagon or up to the dwarf that jumped out of it. Yeah. Just be careful because the giant tires, they're like
Yeah.
if medieval tires wagon wheels could be like beefy all-terrain wagon wheels.
He
That's
might
what they are.
stop just up here and try to make sure this way. Because they can't
Ooh.
do another thing this turn. Make
Yeah,
sure there's not a collision here and.
Do you want to do like a wisdom check to see if you can like stop the ox from keep going or following the mech one? You'd have advantage because the dwarfs are trying to do that too.
Character to heal. Wisdom is +1.
With advantage, so you
So-
roll twice.
Dice are not liking me.
So the ox are following, and they're following as if they're just in a line. They're used to going in like a herd.
Yeah.
So the tank's going into the forest, so they're now going into the
They're
forest too. How about for Maelor? Or did I skip someone? Yeah, no, Maelor and then Raggrash.
Maelor is going to assume that they're wagon oxes. I assume they're going to be fairly well trained. I am going to let out like a really loud whistle, like fingers in the mouth, like to try to get them to stop.
Okay. Do you, as a ranger, do you have a special ability with anything with animals or no? I'm not. I haven't read all the classes or
It
anything.
says I'm trained in. It says wild animals, but
I'll give it to you. So I don't know if double advantage is a thing with this, but we'll say you can get double advantage. So because again with the help of the dwarves and Bragnor.
I don't think he needed it.
Okay, so the oxen all immediately stop as Maelor just calms them immediately with his elven whistling.
Damn.
That's only one action. Do you want to do anything else?
I in range to shoot the guy, or is that like how many? How's the
No, you can shoot. If you wanted to shoot him, especially if you're on the wagon, you can shoot from there, from like above you. You've got line of sight kind of above Bragnor to not hit him. So if you wanted to shoot at him, you could.
Then I will pull out my bow and try to shoot the guy. So he's probably going to get ran over, but we'll see.
Take a shot.
And is it? I don't know the.
It's a D4.
Yeah, is it just a D4? Like, what would I roll? Yeah.
It would be it'd be 1d20 for the attack, and then your damage.
In this game, I think this game attributes like strength and dex don't add to the damage. You have to only you get class bonuses or some kind of
For the class he does
+2 with my class.
Or if you have a class or you have a special ability.
Yeah. So that's gonna hit him. So your damage on a longbow, because I don't think it's on your character sheet.
No.
Let me see what that. Longbow is going to be 1d8 damage. So go ahead and roll a d8.
That's good. The short bow only does
and I also have a +1 to ranged attacks.
Do your damage.
You should be +1 then for.
So did you roll a 3 + 1?
Yes.
So you nail him in the back, square between the shoulders, and he lets out a yelp and falls forward a little bit down the it's not a ravine, but it's like the road is semi-paved, like from compact dirt and everything, and then it's like a couple feet down into like the brush where he falls, and then is still for like a second. It looks like you took him out potentially.
Cool.
Raggrash.
Okay. Seeing Maelor shooting, he's just gonna turn him like, I thought you said there was nothing wrong. No one said anything, or I would have started moving forward. So then he's gonna start moving to the first caravan.
Yep, you can move up to the first wagon. Yeah, you're basically not flanking, but like side by side with Bragnor with the wagon between, like covering its flank.
Yeah.
Okay.
To try and get closer to Grundle.
Yep, you can go right up there.
Yeah.
And that's just in time. Do you want to do anything else? Because it's only one move.
No, that was just gonna be it. I
Okay.
was just gonna get up there and
Then you're just in time to witness Grundle trying to figure out the things so that the wagon turns stronger, and it proceeds. The wheels drive over the dwarf body, and there's a sickening. There's no scream, but the wagon
didn't know that.
continues on,
looks down.
and
Just
then
looks down and goes,
boom. There's a huge lurch as the tank wagon hits a tree, and it for a moment there's like pushing, and then there's a snap, crackle, and then the tree buckles and the wagon plows through and continues on, and then there's another bang, bang, bang as finally it hits a thick enough tree that just it stops. Like the wheels are spinning into the dirt, and it's just digging itself into this forest on the side of the road. So it's now looks like it's pretty well stuck in Grundle. It's your turn.
I didn't stop. Turn it. There's got to be an off switch somewhere. Is there? Not with a 2. And a 2, so a 4. No.
Okay, no, it's continuing to like dig down. And
Ejection seat. Random things are flying out of it.
the dwarves, that back hatch opens, and the shaken up dwarf crew, they're all like jumping out, like trying to get out in case something worse happens. Because it's still like moving, trying to move, and getting worse. Bragnor.
This thing is still trying to move.
Yes, the automation is not working for it very well. This dwarf is squished, but I'm gonna. Oops, that's totally a mistake.
Oh wow!
Sorry.
Giants came out of nowhere.
I'm not gonna try to get in front of this thing, but that thing is obviously dead.
Oh yeah, he's squashed deep into the muck, and there's nothing. He's not getting up from that. Here, I'll just put some random
Grundle,
dwarfs.
Grundle, what happened? What can we do?
I'm trying to figure out maybe there's an owner's manual I can look at. I just can't seem to figure
this. This isn't the time for reading. This is the time for action.
Well, my actions are here, safely here in the control panel.
Pum, 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 pum.
Is there an off switch?
I've asked myself the same thing, but apparently I can't find it. They really should learn to label these things.
Okay.
Can I use a free action?
Yeah, go ahead.
Grundle, is there not any pedals?
Oh, yes. Okay. Just start stepping on pedals, I guess.
Okay, you can use another attempt. This will be again an intelligence check.
Oh, finally a 16.
Okay, so that's just enough because the next round the wagon would catch on fire, but you're able to like deactivate the power. The
I
furnace.
found the clutch!
on the inside, the furnace site closes, the air chutes close, and the fire dies out, and then just smoke out the chimney. But it is now very, very stuck.
Another happy landing.
Point. I forgot at the beginning of ShadowDark games, everybody's supposed to get something called a luck token, and if we were in person, I would give these cool little coins that I got at a Kickstarter for something. But everybody should have one. I think Eric and Matt actually had 2 from just shenanigans in the Session 0 practice game. But yeah, everybody has at least one luck token, which is advantage. You can have someone reroll or whatnot.
I just want to say I like how you smile every time you talk about the Session 0 game. You let out a little smile, like you know it was fun. I don't know what happened.
It was crazy.
That game,
It was stupid. It's like nothing actually happened. It was just fun playing. It's been a long time since I've played a fantasy game, so it's just I'm having fun.
Seawolves.
Same for me.
Go ahead, Eric.
Seawolves have like 3 Norse gods that they can. At the start of the day, they get he would have chosen Odin and Freya.
Right. Okay.
So, and the Freya thing actually grants you another luck token, and luck tokens are D6.
Oh, instead of a D4, right? No, instead of an advantage. So is it more like a bardic inspiration concept?
I guess. But I mean,
is it instead, or does it just mean you get to roll it? You get to add a D6 to the. I
assume it's instead of the D4. But there's also a Loki. I mean, there's 3 different. But normally you only select 1. But because of his human ability, he gets to select 2.
Well, okay. D4 for.
If you want to take a look at that for me,
I don't
Matt.
know how that works.
Yeah, you have the. Find it. So.
I'm consulting the archives now. That's what I do.
It's a very Grundle thing to do.
Yeah. Let me consult the archives.
So. Here we are.
Says you gain a luck token if you don't have one. Okay, so I did have one. Each time you use a luck token, add a D6 to your roll.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You add.
Okay. So you get advantage plus bardic inspiration, basically. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And yeah, I chose Odin and Freya today. But I could choose Loki at a different point, but I do that at the beginning of at the end of each rest.
Okay.
Yeah, you get cool stuff until you have to do your penance.
So the scene is kind of like post chaos. You've got 1 slain dwarf driver, 1 slain dwarf assassin, and 1 broken wagon, and then all the other dwarves are kind of like just jumped out and surveying the damage, trying to figure out what went wrong, and they seem all a little on edge. It's been the better half of the day so far. You can still proceed a little bit more, a couple more hours until sunset, but you find yourselves in this position, 2 wagons working in one completely damaged. The dwarf chief of the troop, Jevik, he's trying to figure out what happened to one of his guys and why he turned out to be an assassin. But of course, the body is now crushed and mutilated beyond recognition, and so some things will never come to light. But
so much for an autopsy. No.
Well, we can't proceed without this wagon. So, what?
Pull it out.
Aye, we can give that a try. It's a heavy. Insert dwarven curse.
Have faith. Have faith, boys, with us.
We got 9 good dwarfs and 2. How many ox are on each way?
4 oxen.
Yeah, you got 4 ox.
9 You've got dwarfs and 4 ox.
Okay, so you want to give it a big pull to get out and see if you can get it back onto the road.
Yeah, well, I think.
Hook up the 4 oxen to the back.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think the ranger should do the roll for this. I feel like that's something you would organize, right? I mean, anybody could do the roll. It's going to be, I think, basically strength with advantage.
Hook up. hook up the 4 oxen to the back.
Mhm.
We'll need to lift the front to get it out of the ditch.
I'll do it if you want me to, but strength for advantage is not gonna. It's not gonna be for me.
Oh, that's fair. You guys figure out who you want to have do the role, but it'll be
Reserve right now for strength.
With the oxen pulling from the back, I want to get the fallen tree and a rock and
Okay.
creating like a lever
Okay.
system to try to lift the front of the wagon while the
Okay.
oxen pull from the back.
The oxen are going to lower the difficulty from extreme DC 18 down to a hard DC 15.
Good.
Your lever approach, that will lower it again from a hard DC to a normal DC 12.
Okay, 12.
So if that's your position, or if there's anything else you want to do to kind of put the odds in your favor, if you can do anything else, it'll go down to an easy DC 9. But right now it's a normal.
He might
the
have
only thing I can do with
the-
my animal
Might have
handling. Oh, sorry. Go on.
You might have Grundle help him design the lever, but he'll get the strength, and maybe if anyone else who's strong want to help him push on the lever.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd probably either help with the lever or try and see if anybody had some rope with a strength of 15. I'd either pull it with the oxen or help with the lever.
Okay. Well, I think all of those things together, it's going to be normal. So, whoever wants to do the roll
Plus
2 times.
3 strength. And I will call upon. I'll use my luck token and call upon the power. Because Thor grant me strength, as he will.
Excellent.
So 3 plus well 20. So it's 19 plus. So it's a 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is
Ooh.
good to go. So
Lightning strikes as he yells out, "Thor, give me
for
strength."
Thor, for Thor, for Thor. That's
Or
so
Odin,
funny.
was it what he said? I don't
Now, where's the
remember.
soundboard for thunder?
The wagon miraculously gets like pulled and towed back onto the road. It's taken some damage, but not anything more than cosmetic, because this wagon is a beast. It is very strong, very heavy, and as you get it back onto the road, it does take that final section of daylight, and it is now darkness setting. Behind you, the glistening ocean is a little bit out of sight now, and it's just quiet forest. And as soon as the sun goes over the tops of the trees, it gets cold and begins to snow. And you're still just on the road. Do y'all want to make camp, or do you want to try to go forward, back, or just sit still where you are? You're 3 hexes away from Edel's Hold, so about 9 miles, 3 leagues.
No, I'd rather. It was sure. I would like to. I think traveling is ill-advised this time in the evening, but so we should probably make camp, secure our area.
Yeah,
Is my suggestion.
I agree. Travel at night is dangerous.
Okay. So everyone can set up camp. They'll pull the wagons into as close to snug as they can get. And then, I know I need to get all the copies of all the pages I need. So they're just right here.
I know it's everywhere. And
Okay. Each of you roll 1d6.
all right. I'll roll it on the thing. Oh, I got a 1.
That's a 4.
What was that?
I got a 4.
Okay. So I have a 1, a 4. How about Eric and RagDoll?
Yeah, I rolled a 3. That's
And I had a 5.
You had a 5. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the night shift set for guards and stuff. So those characters are staying up all night, kind of keeping a watch out. It's about 5 in the morning, pre-dawn. The sun is starting to creep up in the distance, which is making things light up a little bit from where you're at in that pre-morning glow. And I will take a quick roll. Okay. You're awoken briefly from the sound of loud or distant, but then growing louder croaking, like ribbit, 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 and you all awake from your sleeping bags, and you're probably all in the cart that's for the larger people, not the dwarves, except for maybe Grundle, unless you want to sleep in the disheveled dwarf one. But Raggrash, Maelor, and Bragnor, you're all in the back wagon. But you all awake. It's like early enough to get up, but you just hear this loud, harmonious, like frogs croaking.
Oh boy.
Seems like another morning.
Oh.
Ribbit,
Stretches.
ribbit, ribbit,
Oh.
ribbit.
God, I hate frogs.
If you take the time to look outside, you see these shapes. Again, it's light enough to see, but you can see almost like the road where you're parked on is like moving, and there's like these hundreds of giant toads crossing the road from one side of the forest to the other, and some of them sit there close to the wagons, looking at your wagons, and as you're peeking out, you see them looking at you, and there's probably like hundreds crossing the road up ahead.
Whoa.
But these ones croak and begin to leap towards the wagons, and as they get closer,
that's breakfast.
you can see that they're about like 3 foot tall frogs. They're huge. And they seem to be.
I don't think these are going to be for breakfast.
They jump up, so now they're basically in close distance, not just far or near, but there's about 4 of them that have hopped up towards you, breaking away from the horde beyond. What do you do?
Try to scare them off. Go on, Gary, you stupid frogs. Then I'm gonna like throw a rock at them or something.
Okay. Roll.
Raggrash just slowly grab for the hilt of his sword.
Okay. Can Maelor roll a charisma check? If you have the wild animals thing, right? So you can.
Yes.
I think that's with what is it, advantage or just +1.
It doesn't really say. It just says I'm trained.
Just trained. So
Take advantage then. We'll say that means advantage in this scenario.
An 18.
Okay. That's enough to scare them off. They go. The rock goes out, and they immediately just dart away off the road and can disappear into the forest.
Away with animals, sir.
That's
and
it.
then I'm going to plop back down and get as much sleep as I am able to get in the remainder time I have before my shift starts.
Yeah. Well, the advantage of having the night crew, which is your backup characters, is they're supposed to be guarding for this. But everybody in the whole caravan woke up as this frog. What would you call a swarm of frogs. I guess a swarm was just interrupted the camp, but you avoided.
That size is probably like a herd or something with like that size animal.
You avoided combat, luckily scaring them away. But yeah, now it's morning time. You've successfully made it one day and earned 2 gold pieces each. The wagon is a little bit banged up, but you'll want to proceed a little bit longer and see if you can make it to the destination.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Go for it.
I need to go back to.
I can only imagine what the backup character would be getting into with frogs and a dead body and 2 dead bodies.
There'd be some sort of breakfast that you don't want to know about, probably. Okay. Who hasn't gotten a chance to roll the hex? Was it Hipnotik or RagDoll? I think it was RagDoll, right?
Yeah, I don't think I rolled for a hex.
Okay, so roll 2d6 for me as the road continues.
2 4s, 8.
2 4s, 4 and 8. Roll 1d4 for me.
Ooh. A 4.
Okay.
It's 3 4s in a row, I might add.
Okay, so for an 8, this is going to be more forest as you proceed through just more trees, these thick pine trees. Hard to see anything beyond them. We'll go back up to I think Hipnotik. We'll just go in the order I have. So Hipnotik, roll 2d6.
Oh. 7.
7, and then 1d4.
A 5.
Roll a
you said
d4.
You said a 4.
Yeah, d4. Sorry.
Yeah. 1.
Okay. The road is starting to get narrower. There's less room on each side. The brush has grown over. There's a patch that, as you're going through more forest. This is still forest lines. So all of these
I
are
would move to the middle wagon since we have 3 in the back and try to split up a little bit.
cool. This area, the brambles are starting to overgrow. The blackberries in one section are like almost completely enveloped. But the tank wagon can just plow through because there's no mules or anything. So it carves a way through. But Matt, your turn. Roll 2d6 for me.
All right. Da, 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 da. Ha! 9.
Okay, 9.
Take that.
You begin to ascend as you are once again climbing mountains. And then at this point, there's snow on the road too, as everything is getting to be a little bit more difficult. As you're going through over this pass, Eric, I'll have you roll one more hex as you're now at the same point yesterday that you got stuck in the forest. The mountains. Actually, as you're going into the mountains, I need Matt to roll a d6 for the danger level of this hex.
Oh shit.
Fine.
3. Okay, there you go.
4 for
Middle of the road danger, right?
Yeah, unsafe. Yes. Roll a d20. Actually, I'm going to pass this to Eric now, so you get some rolls. Roll a d20 for me, Eric.
$13 if you didn't see it.
Okay. So, everybody roll a wisdom check.
Oh God.
I think the ranger, Maelor, you've got Wayfinder trained in navigation, tracking, bushcraft, stealth, and wild animals. You have advantage on this roll.
Navigation
18.
on a boat.
What was the roll? Highest?
18.
Okay.
2.
You are already dealing with some difficult terrain as you're going uphill on basically a really old road that's in bad shape, and it's covered in ice and snow. And you see in the snow prints there are tracks of a wild animal. And you can roll an intelligence check to try to identify what it is.
For my ranger, do I have an advantage on that as well?
We will say yes.
16.
Okay. Hold on, there's a section for the mountains that I need to roll on now. Because everything in here you can just completely roll your own thing. I'll have you roll a D100 for me again. Or maybe Eric, if you...
Oh.
You both can roll, actually. That's fine. So I'll take the 92, and Eric, you roll 1, 2.
98.
Okay. This is going to be very fun. So the point of interest that you see following the tracks, and I will get that for you in a moment. You see first that a little off the road, it's more of a hiking trail for like foot traffic, but it leads up and it looks like there is some sort of building up in the mountains, and it's almost like a conical tower, but it's not a tower. It's more like a single level cabin, but it's like got a wizard tower looking top piece for it. And the other thing I need to do is roll for 2 encounters. The encounter table for this area is going to determine what the lair of the nest is, because you see a monster nest in the area.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, gotta write this down.
Okay. This is mountain. And then monster, not generator. I need an encounter.
Are you using the core rulebook for that, or the?
I only have the core rulebook physically here, so yes.
Oh, okay.
Eventually the other
Oh, yeah.
ones will come and I'll get it.
Like page 100 and
112. Okay, so
112.
an encounter doesn't necessarily mean that it's a battle, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'll take the liberty of rolling these myself, because I feel like rolling.
Okay.
So it's an 11.
Look at all these rumors.
10.
I've had a lot of fun with this so far. I love how interactive it is.
It's fun. I wish I knew everything without having to look it up, but you got to start somewhere. This is,
Well,
I think this is my
there's-
4th time playing ShadowDark, actually.
they're making a revised. I think they're working on a revised GM screen, so I'm hoping that because the one they have now is cool looking, but the information is not quite. I think it's like random names and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really cool though. Look at this.
There's a lot of the stuff that I could just make stuff up, but I'm kind of enjoying like using the stuff that's in here. I don't know if it's slowing down gameplay a little bit, but it's also creating stuff that it's fun to see unravel and just
to me
happen.
that's the fun of this game is that you're just like old school. You just kind of creating the story together based on happenstance, and it's kind of interesting. Yeah, the GM screen just has NPC generation.
Yeah, like the hours into it and have only had quite literally random encounters.
Yeah, like the whole random dwarf being a bad guy. That was not expected. But yeah, so there's a monster nest in the area, and I'm just going to pick a monster because I can't find a table for it. And it looks like the tracks that you're seeing is like a bipedal beast, but it doesn't look like anything that you've seen of like an animal. But it's like clawed footprints of some sort of two-legged, maybe between 7 to 8 foot tall creature, and then you find more tracks in a different area that looks like maybe like an eagle had swooped down and picked something up, but it's not an eagle. You see those same types of tracks. And I don't think you'd be able to necessarily identify it just from that, because it's not a typical wild animal. But you can tell that there is, in the distance, somewhere into this mountain, there's a nest of something. Maybe it's kind of like a harpy, you could guess. Something of that genre. But besides that, you do see that there's the little cabin place in the distance too. And for all intents and purposes of the convoy, the wagons, I think the people are thinking about just stopping here in the mountains for the night because of the difficult terrain, and there's only a couple more hours of daylight. You can rest and cook food and try to set up more of a defensible camp. But what do you want to do, knowing that there's this? You can call it a harpy, you can call it some monsters lair nearby.
I'd love to. I say we take camp here so that I can, I may have discovered a new species for the Zoological Society. I would love to observe this creature from afar. So I'm all for staying.
I think we should look for a cave or somewhere sheltered, not out in the open under the wagons. Or in the wagons.
You want to try to go find one?
Yeah, just in case it is like a flying beast.
Okay.
Scout.
Yeah, that'll be wisdom.
Do we think this beast could lift a wagon?
The tracks looks like it's roughly 7-8 feet tall. No telling what it is. Rather safe than sorry, right? Ugh, perfect 20.
Okay. You see that you're in the caves. It's almost like towards where that cabin was, but there's like a network of caves that go into the mountains over here. It's very deep looking, very accessible. All of the party could fit. Probably not the wagons, but like you could try to get them as close as possible, and then it's a little bit of a hike over to those, but it looks like it's going to be sheltered in case of flying creatures or storms. And going over there with a 20 as you investigate, there's definitely like people have camped there before too. You see like a fire ring that someone had pulled together, but you don't see any evidence of people having been there recently.
No bones or anything like that?
Nothing that indicates like a monster specifically. The natural 20, you can have the cave.
Once we make camp, we could walk up to that structure and see if anyone is home.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to park the wagons, and do you want all the dwarves to come with?
We're going into a cave. I imagine the dwarfs would want to come.
Okay.
No, I mean up to the. I think he's asking up to the building. I don't think the dwarves want to come. I won't stop them, but
I think most of the dwarven miners kind of would rather stay in their tank wagon, where they feel like it's the most sheltered. Because looking outside, it's like dusk, going hiking into a cold cave. I think they're all
Right.
they need some persuasion if you want to take them out of the
They
wagon.
can leave the engine running, and so they can stay warm.
How is it? How far of a walk would it be to walk up to the little cabin?
Oh, for the cabin?
Mhm.
Maybe like 30 minutes. It's like a
Once the
little.
night once the night guards take over, I would see if anyone wanted to walk up to the cabin.
Yeah, for 30 minutes at a
Yeah.
time, Maelor would check it out.
Okay.
I think you'll hear Raggrash yell up to Grundle, "Hey, you coming up to check out the cabin with us?"
Yes, I think
Because
it
I'm
would be. I think so. Yes, I would like to.
Okay.
I was in a cave once, and it was not very. Wasn't very exciting.
I thought all dwarfs like caves.
Well, it's not the caves so much as what stays in them. Sometimes that could be a bit of a problem. And I'm still. I still have just a robe, so I'm not quite not ready to go full spelunking yet.
What's wrong with a little bit of splunking?
Well, trust me, I've been in a cave, and let me tell you, sometimes it can be a little dangerous.
That is very true.
So are you going to try to do the cave thing and go camp over there, or are you just going to leave the dwarves in the thing? What's the plan?
I think it was
Well-
the dwarves were gonna have the dwarves stay in the tank
Okay.
Yeah.
in front of the cave, and then us go check that cabin out real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought
just-
we were setting up camp, but at the mouth of the cave.
Okay.
And then once the night crew took over for the guard duty, we were going to walk up there.
Okay. So you're basically trying to maneuver the wagons near the cave system, so you have it if you need it. The night guards can all keep watch, but the dwarves you're not going to convince them to go out of the wagon. But if something happens, they can go into the cave. Is that about it? Basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is now dusk. You all have like rations, which I haven't been tracking those. That's my mistake.
Okay.
But that's okay. We'll hand wave that because the dwarves are supplying everything with their
The
big thing.
dwarves are catering.
Yes. So you don't have to worry about that. This one will work. So you're all going to go to this hike, but it is now sundown. So tell me, how would you like to light your path? You have torches, spells.
I'll just say I'll use a. Well, no, I don't have any of those. I have torches. I don't have. I would light a torch and kind of lead the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
There's-
light a torch as well. And if it starts when it starts getting low, I might see if I'll ripping off something off a tree and to make it last longer.
Okay, I'm going to copy you over as you all go exploring. So you have two
What's
lights.
the worst that could happen? Oh wow!
Trust me, there's bad things that could happen.
Here, let me fix your
Well,
token sizes.
I've seen plenty of movies where there's creepy old cabins in the woods.
What happened? Oh, I feel like Roll20 updated or something because it used to be a lot more simple.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird things. I haven't been messing with it too much. So.
Okay, so Grundle has a torch. Who is the other person? Was it Bragnor?
I have a torch.
Okay.
Grundle has a torch.
All right, I think that is a 15-foot radius, 30 feet total, I
Yeah.
believe.
Woo! There's a video about that where they're arguing whether it's supposed to be 30.
I saw that video. I've been
50,
watching a
50.
lot of ShadowDark videos recently.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to bother doing dynamic lighting. We don't have time to do that,
Yeah.
but you can see at least what your characters can see within the light, and it's about double that's all like shadows and stuff. So as you're creeping up this trail, it's a night hike in winter. It's slippery a little bit, treacherous areas, and there's no real path. So I imagine the most motivated person is taking the lead. I think Bragnor was very curious about it. Unless you guys want to change your marching order.
I imagine he would be near the front since it was kind of his idea.
Exactly.
And you have a shield.
and a torch. Shield and torch.
No weapons, just a shield and a torch.
How about everybody rolls for me a dexterity check?
I'm adding snow.
Yes, you're weaving through difficult terrain.
He might have the
dexterity
shield out, but his spear and his axe would probably still be on his shield.
18. I got an 18.
Oh,
wow.
Initiative.
No, I don't know. You said roll dex.
Dexterity. Yeah, just I want to see how people are faring.
That's it.
Nothing. Snow and ice. There's nothing. Nothing. A little. That's like home, on the frozen plains.
Do the immigrant song.
I thought for sure I had more tools in here. Okay, so everybody rolled well, I think, right? What was
7.
You got a 7? You're having probably
12.
So you rolled what?
I had a 12.
Okay, so 12's good. 7,
Okay.
you're having a bit of a tough time in the snow and ice. You're gonna slip over to being almost like taking up the back, just because of that. You're not gonna fall and take damage or anything like that, but
Abel, walk through this.
like you think you're making progress, and then your foot goes whoosh, and you like catch yourself, and you're like struggling.
Just see you slide past me. Oh, okay. I guess you're taking the rear.
Got this.
Okay.
Consider making snowshoes for our friends.
Okay. Even with the bit of noise that Raggrash makes on this trail, it does seem to be a bit of a quiet night. And the moon comes out, which is helpful for some of the ambient lighting, so it's not complete pitch blackness. But yeah, you see the silhouette of this cone-shaped building coming up ahead. Bragnor, if you want to kind of move token square by square where you're trying to go. Okay, at this point, your light, which is again, it's the bright light is the sphere, and then it's another section after that, which is the dim. So at this point, I'll have you roll another dexterity check with disadvantage, Bragnor.
Go, Bragnor.
13.
Okay. That was with disadvantage. That's good. Okay. Yeah. Nothing happens. You see the structure is made out of stacked stone, not like quarried or anything like that, or dwarven crafting. It's like just loose bricks kind of like piled together and put the mud in between to kind of hold it together. And someone built this cabin, and then on the roof, it looks more built on that. There's no smoke or light or anything in it. It still looks like it should be one story, but now that you're closer, maybe there's a loft up in that cone. Maybe.
I was just about to ask about smoke.
Yeah, it looks empty from here.
Oh. Well, fortuitous, maybe.
Yeah, if you're pausing to just try to look at it because it's dimly lit now on the edge of the torch glow, Maelor, Grundle, and even Raggrash can catch up to where you're at on the map if you wish. You can kind of regroup.
You would probably move up to the well before stopping. But if others are moving, but he would probably move to the well and before and then wait for people to regroup.
Bye, Raggrash. You're out of here.
Okay.
I'll leave you in the dark. Oh,
Wow.
There you are.
I'm rolling really bad.
Tell you.
Does the well show any sign of use?
Oh, if you look down into the well, you see that there's like the rope and the cross arm and the bucket and goes down. Caught on the bucket is a carcass that's been disemboweled. It's like a deer or something, and it's just the guts torn out, the bones splintered back, and then just tossed down into this hole. And you can see beyond it somehow there's more bones, and the smell of just dead animal is wafting up from there.
Can I pass my torch over and hold it behind my shield, like so
to try to
it's in
dim
my
it?
It's in my shield hand and it's sticking above my shield.
Okay, so shield.
So I can get my other hand free and draw the spear.
Okay. Yes, I think you can do that.
I think as
This place has not been lived in for some time.
I think it's right.
The well is defiled.
Ugh. Yes, I think it's most unsanitary. I wouldn't recommend drinking out of it.
Did Raggrash say something?
I was just gonna say all Raggrash is gonna do is you're just gonna see him just pull the shield off his back and go for the handle of the hilt. Because as he's seeing Bragnor putting the torch behind the shield, it's just like, all right, well, what's about to happen? All right, let's get.
So you're readying yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. How much time do you spend out here by the well at this point?
Once people have caught up and kind of had a chance to take in the situation, I guess he would slowly move towards the door unless someone else says something.
Okay. Roll a wisdom check really quick.
I think that's a +1.
Okay.
Let me double check that.
With the torchlight, the stonery surrounding the thing you can see has been painted glyphs or graffiti, something, but it's all in this red brown ink. And as you get closer, you can imagine that this was blood that was drawn, and it seems to be like different sigils, glyphs, or graffiti, something like that.
Oh, well, maybe that could be okay.
Is it dried? Was it wet?
Do you touch it to tell, or do you just get close? I guess, how would you determine that? You tell me how you would look to see.
Sniff it?
Sniff it.
Lick it. It smells like blood. Getting close to it, it looks like it is fresh, but it shouldn't be fresh. That it wouldn't make sense for it to be fresh, but it does look like it would be wet to the touch.
Oh.
If any of the guys behind me do not have a weapon out, I would kind of like wave the spear or hold the spear up to them, like have a weapon ready, and then kind of use the spear to.
All I have is I have a spear and a club, and my spear's in my hand all the time. I have a torch in one hand, and a spear in the other. I'm ready.
It's your walking stick.
Yeah, basically.
Kind of use the spear to push the door open if it's not locked.
Yeah, you can open it. It swings inward.
supposed to open this. Oh.
I will make. I have rolled a 3, a 4, and a 6 on this. Not that there's any reason I'm rolling, but
Oh.
No,
No
reason
the
at
door
all.
stands open.
can I look at the glyphs and see if they may make any sense or they might be related to anything?
Yeah, what languages do you speak? Do they have that in ShadowDark? I think they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, common and dwarvish.
Well, it's neither of those, but you can roll an
Okay.
intelligence check to try to see if you can at least identify what language it is, if it's a language.
I have giant, if that matters.
It is
12.
not giant. I think giant and dwarvish typically share an alphabet in my previous gaming experience. But what was the roll?
I rolled a 12.
Okay, a 12. You'd be able to determine with a 12 that would qualify under a normal DC. That it looks like it is characters of a language, but it's not one that you speak.
But not would it be? Could I determine that maybe
It's
this
like-
is not a common?
Yeah, not common,
an
not
uncommon
dwarvish, not elvish,
Yeah.
not.
So it's a non. Yeah, it's not a typical language you would run into.
I feel like you probably would have come across draconic also. It's not
Yeah.
draconic.
Yeah.
It might be a magical thing, like someone with an arcane background maybe it's a spell type thing, but it doesn't look like magical, like,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
But yeah,
So
it does
it's
look like a language.
It's a language I'm not too familiar with, so this could be one of the
Is-
more rare languages, or just some strange one
Would
we haven't run into.
2 questions.
Yeah.
Would Grundle say that he doesn't know what kind of language it is? Or is he just like looking at it?
No, yeah, I pontificate all the time. Oh yeah,
I
this
feel like
is not
he's
the language,
definitely
not the language of common folk of the elves. Perhaps some strange, could be one of the rare languages, one of the Xeno languages, planar variety.
Okay.
Or it could be magical warding of some kind. Not too.
Then
I skipped arcane studies class. I took an extra.
Raggrash is gonna step up beside him.
Mhm.
Second question: is it demon or demon language?
That
Do you
is the
speak? Do you speak demon language?
Yes.
It is in demon language.
diabolic?
I guess
Yeah,
diabolic.
I took diabolic.
Yeah. So it's like someone drawing really crudely with like a crayon on the chalk on the sidewalk. It's not very well written, but you can tell that these are characters for like death, blood, offering, spell, something like that. It's so definitely some sort of
Incorrectly spelled. I love satin.
So you're just gonna see Raggrash get up close to Grundle and just go, so that is very, very minimalistic. And someone who does not know, that's demonic. Just to
Oh,
let you know.
fantastic. Well,
And then I think
can
he
may
would
ask,
lean.
well, how do you know of such a strange language? It's very rarely known.
Perhaps we can save the debate until we find out whoever
Oh,
wrote it.
you're
is
right.
still
You're right.
alive.
You know what?
That's what I was going to say. We'll save that for another campfire
Well,
story. But then he's gonna lean over to like around Grundle's shoulder and like, Bragnor, you didn't touch this, right? And just points to the blood.
No, I did not.
Good man.
you distinctly said you smelt it. So good job.
just because from where Raggrash is standing, he couldn't tell.
Mhm.
He just saw him get close to it, and I'm going. You didn't touch, right? Right? Okay.
Can I throw my
Carry on.
torch in here?
Sure. Just
Gross.
Roll me a percentile die, please, and thank you.
So that's just D100 then, right?
Yes. Unbelievable. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong stat block. Never mind. Let me. Oh no, that was the right one. So 89. The torch. I'm gonna move your token, just your where you are, but just so you can see what the illumination is. You can see that there are like some very basic living places here. There is a rug kind of in the center where you threw the torch that begins to spark and catch from the fire. But you still have, this is just the first instance, so it's literally just going to catch the carpet on fire like in the next couple seconds. But you can see on the side there's some chairs. There's a bedroll which is open and not like stowed away or anything. There is a table, a furnace with the chimney, and then a little staircase that goes up to an attic on the top. And the railing on the staircase has all been broken off, and then the boards look disheveled a little bit, like some of them have been cracked or stomped. And the railing looks like it's been broken off, and there's an impact point for maybe someone jumping down or something on the floor level below, but it's just like cracked floorboards, but stuff has been like put back together afterwards. Like there's now a chair and stuff back where it was before, so you can kind of see this inside the room. And then the carpet that the torch landed on is beginning to ignite.
Oh, nice to put the fire out. I'll go in and weapon up, and next the fire, and kick it away from the carpet and dump out the fire in the carpet.
Okay.
I assume it can lay on the wood on the floor without catching it on fire, or
now you can prop it on like the table or the stone, like what's it called, where there's the fire and then there's the thing on top of it. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, the mantle. Thank you. I also forgot in ShadowDark, torches have a real life time of 1 hour. So when you first were coming up here,
done that? I assumed you just didn't tell us that.
I forgot. But what I was doing for my ShadowDark games, because I like a little bit of random and a little bit of a spin on it, I've been rolling 3d20 or some other variation that could equal up to 60, and that's the actual minutes. So it cuts the time down a lot, but also we're almost done for the night. So
I
there's
assumed you started a timer and it didn't tell us.
I wish I had.
I remember that from the cave.
Mm-hmm. So I will roll the dice to see how many real life minutes until the timer goes and set my timer. So at some point the torch will be doused, but right now you can put out the carpet one, and for the fourth roll, because he's got bad wisdom, he still didn't hear you.
Can I use my torch to light the fire if there's anything in the fire pit?
There's some cold coals. You could try. I'd have you roll wisdom for it, I think, just to see if you can catch it right away. It might take a little bit to like warm it up and then ignite.
I think while he's lighting the fire, Raggrash is just gonna kind of follow in behind him, just in the doorway.
I'm keeping my torch.
I'll move inside as well.
Okay.
And is there anything on the inside? I know there was the demonic writing on the outside, but is there any writing or anything on the inside of this house?
On the walls, no. There's the broken areas, like I had mentioned. I'm also going to draw on the map because theirs isn't a bed thing. It's like the stairs to the upper level here.
Mm.
So ignore the bed. That goes up to a loft, which I'll just draw that over there.
Cool.
But on the area, if you're now like looking in, you've got a couple torches burning so you can see decently well. You can see over by where the staircase has been broken and something jumped down is what you presume. That's probably where like that deer might have been torn up or disemboweled, because there is staining around. Maybe it's been cleaned up, but once it's blood in the wood, it's kind of like tarnished a little bit. But it's been like cleaned up a little bit.
varnish.
Yeah, and then yeah, there's no like runes or glyphs or writing in this area.
Okay.
Bathroom door open or closed?
Sorry, which one?
The bathroom door open or closed?
It is closed. I didn't realize there's a bathroom there. But yeah, there will be a little porta potty, like hiking hole in the ground with a seat on top of it. If you open it up, it stinks.
Once
But
he gets some kind of fire going there, he'll poke the door open with the spear and just kind of
clear the room. The bathtub is filled with legs of different creatures. Deer legs, pig legs, various other kinds. It looks like there's even
close
some.
the door and say, "I wouldn't go in there if you have a weak stomach."
Yeah.
I think Raggrash is just gonna stick here, just kind of hesitant to go in further.
Okay.
How you said they were cold coals. There was no like
With Eric's 18, it's able to catch. So you now have like a fire in the hearth as well.
okay. Would he have seen would Raggrash seen the coals beforehand? Or would it be like
You could say,
guess,
yeah. Like how far out has it been? How long has it been since it was lit?
Yeah.
Within a day. That's probably actually why it lit better. Now that I think about it.
Okay. And I think Raggrash would probably try to head towards the stairs.
Yeah, Maelor would also be
Like, yeah, just because
interested about the loft now
if
that we
there's
know.
nothing down here, Raggrash is kind of curious at who would have written the demonic symbols or writing, and or how they knew how to.
And then they sullied the water too, their own water supply.
Yeah.
He'll step in front of the altar and the scholar, so they're not at the front line, and start making his way up.
As you
it's probably smart. Probably smart.
Okay. Everybody roll new dexterity stealth checks, because this has been really crazy how bad I've been rolling, but at this point you're moving into another space.
At this point, I wish I would have.
8.
At this point, I wish I would have channeled Loki this morning to get the bonus. But
what does Loki get for deity?
Loki, you have advantage on checks to lie, sneak, and hide.
Oh shit! Well, then I got
I'm gonna move this all to the map layer.
Because he didn't have anything on that.
I do have
and I'm not.
advantage for stealth. Thank you.
Well,
for
these are
pointing that
Seawolf
out.
abilities. There's one for Odin,
Oh,
one
well,
for Freya, one for Loki.
all of my good rolls are catching up.
Oh
with
well,
me.
I took Loki as the deity because it said that I could.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled the
Even
4. And I probably because I knocked a bunch of stuff over, I was probably like looking at things with my spear a little bit, kind of look at the objects in there, and then actually knocked over a bunch of knocked over some empty bottles. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think I have a good. Maybe I do have like a summoning circle type thing.
He did a little bit. He had to help. No, he had to unload the truck.
I can't find one, so this should work, except it won't work. Okay, just imagine underneath this demon laying on the loft floor. It's laying down in the middle of like a summoning circle or something. There's a blood-drawn glyph where it's laying down, and it's this giant 7 or 8 foot tall, hulking demonoid kind of rolls over, and its fist, it's just this meaty pound of flesh, just hits the ground, and it stirs and wakes up as Bragnor is cresting the stairs. And I will have everybody roll initiative.
Yep. Natural 20.
17.
Do we have a natural 20? I heard.
Yes.
Okay.
11.
So if natural 20 is the biggest one, then that's going to be the same order: Hypnotic, Demon, me, Matt, Eric, and then Raggrash at the bottom. That's the Discord order. So yeah, you'd be able to see from, I guess you're at the, how close together are you? I know Bragnor's kind of going up to the top.
I think
And-
I would have followed like right behind Bragnor only because of seeing the demonic blood,
Yeah.
the writing outside. I'd be wanting to see what was at the top.
And then Grundle and Maelor, who's in the back, basically. I think Matt's muted, so.
Mhm.
I keep muting. I feel like I was over sitting around, kind of looking at things, and so Maelor is probably who has a little
Ahead.
more.
Doesn't even know we're all sneaking up the stairs.
Better sense.
You're just like step. Okay, well, Raggrash, you kind of like just over Bragnor's shoulder with the torch and the shield, you can see this demon stirring and waking up.
I think you're just gonna, Bragnor, you're just gonna feel Raggrash's hand just kind of touch your shoulder and just kind of grip it, like stop. And then you're just gonna kind of, after the stop, with the shield hand, just kind of raise it up at the same time.
Okay.
Just to kind of signal to everybody else behind.
How'd you do that? That's cool.
Okay.
the different was it?
That's
Can't
cool.
remember the name of the thing where you can do all the different looks.
Yeah, the FX. There's a little FX thing on the side here.
Okay, that's cool. The demon wakes up, shakes its head, pushes itself up, and realizes it's at this, like it could, because it's a cone, it can stand up, but for it to go down the stairs, it has to hunch down, and its glowing red eyes look at Bragnor, in the fire, and then it goes, and it roars at you, and as it roars, its entire body just kind of like vibrates and splits in different areas, and this green gas emits out for it. So you are all in near. Actually, I'd say Maelor and Grundle, you're further down the stairs enough to where you kind of have a shelter from it. But Raggrash and Bragnor, roll DC 12 con save. This stench and gas emits out.
No bonuses, just con, right? Yeah. Oh,
Maybe just a D20 and then
That's probably good. I'm out of
whatever.
range. I have a con of 8.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about mine.
I was
Looks like
made for academia, not this craziness.
Bragnor probably just go just withstand it. What was Raggrash's?
So it's a natural 20, but I have a -1.
Okay, so you beat the 12. So you both kind of just brace yourself as this gas fills the area from its, like, it's almost like the split flesh from the demon. But it's its turn. It gets up and spews this out, and roars at Bragnor. That brings us to Grundle at the bottom of the stairs. But if Matt's a little busy, in the interest of time, maybe Eric, you go first. You're at the top anyway. Bragnor.
this is probably the most likely a battle. So, he will start probably singing one of a battle song, and enter into with one action enter sealed wall.
Okay.
So use your action to increase your AC to 20 with shield, and then the other action he will throw the spear.
Okay, make your attack.
Vikings will never
Yeah.
not be cool.
Oh, 1d plus 3 it looks like. Granted, it sounds a lot cooler when if I would play it on the thing, but we'll probably use the sons of the old father's daughter of the storms. What's the line? Under the old father's daughter of the storm, stand in the circle, swear to be reborn. There's more to that song, but
So this Norse singing voice from a wide shot of the cabin, roar, and then the singing, and then you make your attack.
I did not roll very well. 4 plus 3.
Okay, that is going to miss, as we'll say it hits, but just kind of like pops back out as the flesh just rips and widens and spits out more of the gas.
Don't know if it takes an action to draw his axe, but he will typically throw the spear and then draw the axe.
I feel like it shouldn't, but so we'll say for this game, and if I'm wrong, then we'll just do it, fix it next game. But yeah, you can draw your axe. Matt, I skipped you just for being busy, but does Grundle want to do anything?
I'm at the bottom of the stairs, right?
Yes.
Oops, I just blew myself up. Oh boy. He will well, his intellectual curiosity, never having been a non-dimensional, non-native of the plains, will probably cause him to at least come up there and
You pass Bragnor. Okay.
Because fast Bragnor is.
You enter into this green haze, and you see the fire, or the red eyes are like glowing as this demon looks over from Bragnor to you.
Oh, Raggrash, you speak his language. You should probably, maybe you could negotiate a truce.
Maelor. Or did you want to do? Did you want to?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my spear.
Okay.
Kind of see what happens. They don't have hold actions or anything like that here, do they?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll just hold my spear and just wait. See what happens.
So, Maelor.
I assume that this loft isn't like visible from down here at the bottom of the steps, so like I can't see the demon at all from down here.
No, you can see the gas that's spewed out, and you heard the roar, but you'd have to get up to at least where Bragnor is to get a line of sight over to him. Actually, because he broke the railing, or something broke the railing, you could probably just get up like another step, and it would have cover on the monster. But if you,
come like here, and take a shot.
Okay, roll your attack.
And that's going to be with a +2, so that's a 12.
Okay, that is a hit, barely. But yeah, your arrow strikes true.
And what was the damage dice for the? It was a 6, wasn't it?
I think you had an 8. I think the longbow was a D8. Yeah, a longbow is D8.
3 plus 1, a 4.
Okay, where do you hit the beast?
I assume the most visible part of him is probably his big meaty arms. So
whoosh, it lets out a roar, grabs the arrow, snaps it like a twig, and you can actually see that it's got that big gash. It's just leaking out more of this gas from it. And then it would be back up to Raggrash.
All right. Well, seeing that Grundle just walks past Bragnor and I. Raggrash is gonna just get in front of Grundle and kind of put the shield up in front of him and have his sword drawn out and go for a melee attack.
Okay.
With his longsword. Now. So. +1 to attack.
Sorry. When you shot him, did he actually damage him?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Well, in that case,
+1
whose turn is it now?
attack rolls on that.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm reading over stuff. So to hit, I just rolled d20, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, natural 20. Again.
Cool.
That's a lot of
So,
natural 20s.
I
You're like,
know.
master.
And do you know what's funny though? I just pulled them out, and I got these at PAX U.
Nice. I think in here, natural 20s, I think are dice times 2.
Yeah. Double dice.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So
Yeah.
whatever your roll is times 2.
1d8 plus 1. And you think we're 5, 6. But I get from my half orc mighty, I get a +1 to attack and damage.
Okay.
And then from my warlock, from my patron, I also get a +1 to melee attack rolls. That's not
Okay.
damage though.
Okay. So
Okay.
how much was the die? A 5?
It was a D8.
And what did you roll with it?
I got a 5, and then
So it'd be 10, and then +1, +1, +1?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there he goes. I thought ShadowDark was supposed to be killing the players. I don't have enough experience with this to make it truly challenging. So yeah, it could have done more, but yeah. So if you did 13 damage and it had already taken 4, then that's 17. So Raggrash, what do you do to this thing? A critical hit.
I think from seeing where it got damaged by Bragnor and whoever Maelor got it shot at, I think you're just gonna see him connect the 2 spots and then just go straight across the neck. So
As you,
it's just like a 7.
yeah. As you do, the top torso separates rather easily. Like your half orc, so you've got strength, I presume, but like
Yeah.
the flesh separates and hissing out this green pestilent gas as it just almost explodes from the impact, like a balloon popping. But it just flops down to the floor, and then as it does, you see the summoning circle just begins to like sizzle as the blood glyphs just kind of burn away. It is dead. So we are now out of initiative.
Ragnar should just kind of like try to push everybody back away from the circle.
Oh.
And just say, back up. No one touch it.
All right. Well, I won't touch, but you got it, Leo. I always want to take some notes on this.
Also, did you not see the green steam coming out? You just decided to walk past the 2 people that didn't move either, Grundle.
And he's short too, so like ducks under your arm.
Those are the risks I take as an academic. Right? Knowledge sometimes requires risk. Besides, you killed it already, so really, what's the harm?
Future note.
I
Gotta put
love the
that down below.
reckless pursuit of knowledge, but I have a feeling Grundle might be one of the first to die.
14 intelligence, 7 wisdom. What do you want?
That's the wisdom playing right there. Okay. So, do you want to do anything with this scene of the crime, the body, the goop, the glyphs themselves are starting to disintegrate or like deteriorate, like the magic
Do I
is.
get to? Do I get to?
Well, yeah, I
take
don't have way
anything
many
before
samples.
they.
Oh,
Yeah, you can look at them. It's not instantly. It's like unless you're retreating really fast. Grundle's
No,
pushing
he's
in.
pushing them back so that they didn't
Mhm.
go, but
I use my
missing.
spirit.
Grundle trying to grab for him, but misses him.
Yeah.
And then yells out, "Don't touch anything." But if I have time, I want to go up and
Yeah,
try to
it's
try to make the circle.
it's like in glyphs written in blood, most likely, but it is a summoning circle, and they're diabolic, demonoid. I don't know whatever the word would be, but kind of writing in sigils. But it is imbued with magic. It's not just like drawing only with blood. There's a spell component to this as well.
Oh boy.
Grundle, I can't tell what it was doing, but I'm
just looking.
guessing.
Curiosity, man.
But I'm guessing because I only have like both are at tens. I'm gonna guess that this is trying to summon something from the demonic plane.
Yeah. Well, I wonder who did it. I mean, who commenced with such a summoning? It wasn't me.
That's what I want to find out. Because this
Yes.
is not supposed to be here.
Yes, it is quite unusual. I'm just.
You're probably looking at the poor guy. Don't demons normally require a host?
Somebody must have done something. It would spontaneously appear. I mean, after all, if they could do that, we would be in really deep trouble, I think, in the mortal plane. So this is obviously the work of some sort of demonologist, right?
Did someone
witch or
summon
warlock.
it, or was it trying to summon more?
I don't know.
It almost seems like it was locked in here with the seals and whatnot that were around the outside.
Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe it was some sort of botched summoning, and so they had to escape, and they warded the place, warded the cabin, and to trap it. They couldn't.
Some foolish cult.
Because I don't know much about ShadowDark. Buff table. The Willow Man is my patron.
I think that is from one of the cursed scrolls. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do they pop up out of nowhere, or will I need to ask him to come? Like,
I don't know. This is not really my field of study.
that's why I'm like, I'm trying to figure out something real quick, like, or will he like talk?
Let me see if I can find out for you. The Willow Man. It's going to be a patrons. The Willow Man, a ghostly, elongated being who stalks misty forests and watches from the edge of nightmares. The Willow Man seeks fear. That's all I got.
Okay. That's all I was getting. I'm just like, that doesn't help my kind of.
So let's explore this for a moment. Raggrash, you're a half orc, right?
Yes.
At some point, the idea of being a warlock is you've been gifted powers from something. Knowing what you know about the Willow Man so far, what kind of arena or location or setting would you have first encountered a ghostly, elongated being who stalks misty forests?
So, to give you a background into Raggrash, is he was abandoned. Because of him being half orc, his tribe kind of left him at the edge of a forest line, and he was just left there, and they left him there to die. And all he can remember from that night is him crying out in the night and him seeing some kind of being come and tower over him. And then he just kind of stopped, looked at him, just kind of put both hands up.
This faceless being reaches down and touches you. And as you have this memory, the torches go out. You're left in darkness.
Uh-oh. Did we forget to...
Of course, it only lasts so long. But there's still a light from the fireplace, right?
Yes, there is. The fireplace was lit down here. And I can't turn that into a token. So we'll just...
You just throw a random token on there and give it light.
Exactly.
And we need to remove torches from our inventory.
Yes, please.
Yep. All right, back down to 2.
Oh, that's the wrong character. I did that. Don't take a torch away from Puss.
Okay. So, what else would you want to do in the room with the dead body of the gaseous, poisonous, stinky, just disgusting demon body? Is there anything else you want to do in the upper chamber?
No,
I think it
well,
would just
no,
be
I
try to contact the
I
Willow
need
Man to see
I
if
need
he'll
to
come out.
when say, I need to get some empty bottles and start collecting samples. But for now,
The token you use at the fire is.
That's what I got. Let's see. So you can roll a charisma check for me. The Raggrash.
Okay.
Aha. Well, that'd be a total of 5.
So I don't know. What do you say? Willow Man, are you out there? Assist
Nah, I
me.
think
What do you
it
do?
would just be
Willow Man, it's me, Margaret.
he didn't know, he never knew the name. And I don't know if the Willow Man would have told him being such at a young age.
Probably
Probably
not.
just would have been like the Dark One. Can you come help me find out what the circle was talking about? Because I don't know if the small one here is gonna know.
There's just emptiness there. A silence. A vastness of calling out on a rowboat in the ocean.
Fine. That's what I figured it was
You know
gonna
what?
do.
I actually have a spear up here that I need to retrieve. So I do go retrieve my spear and then I go back downstairs.
Okay.
Because I need to throw that against my next target.
Okay. Do you want to do anything else in this cabin?
I want to search the lower levels for supplies that could be useful.
Okay. Roll investigation as intelligence.
Intelligence +0.
So you find bedroll. There aren't really any rations in here. Inside the bathtub room, there's a lot of appendages. Again, most of them are old, like deer or other kinds of like legs. Basically, there are also some arms of like humans. It looks like mixed in there too. It's like chopped off body parts just piled up in the tub. But there's nothing that's really actually with a 15. One of those arms has a golden bracelet, which is probably worth a couple gold. So if you want, you can take that. But the cabin itself doesn't seem to have a whole lot. Over against one of the walls, there's a desk that has some inks and parchments. But there's no written books or texts or anything like that. But there are some writing supplies. Over by the kitchen area where you've lit the fire, there are some materials that you could use to make more torches. It would take a little bit of time to do that, but you could basically craft some more torches with the materials for there. That would just be like either spend the night here and do it, or you can take the materials back down to the camp and do it before bed, basically. But there's no weapons or armors or anything else.
Of course.
I'll hand the scraps of paper to Grundle, but then gather the things. Take the bracelet and gather the stuff to make some torches.
Excellent.
Okay.
We should burn this place, yeah?
Oh. I mean, I don't know.
Painted demonic.
Yeah.
I mean, you
That's,
could, I guess.
We're going to destroy this. Grundle, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I suppose
Right.
you're all in agreement. I don't know. I mean, we could. I bet now that it's dead, we could probably, clean it up a little bit, and have a nice headquarters here. We could make this our new
No.
hideout.
No. We destroy this place.
What I know about demons is demons don't leave places so easily.
Yeah, no. But
I suppose.
so take your sample.
Bragnor doesn't say anything, but he's giving Grundle the look, kind of like, how would I describe it? Like Teal, like the disapproving look Teal gives them in if they're doing something stupid in SG1.
Okay. So with an arguing Grundle, Maelor and Raggrash, do you set the place once you've gotten everything you want out of it?
I think you just if Grundle's gonna keep arguing, you're just gonna see Raggrash just walk up to Grundle and just all right, gonna pick him up by the scruff of his back of his shirt and just walk him out the door, going, all right, you two destroy this place. I'm taking him outside.
I'm just gonna knock over the fire pit on my way out.
Yep, and then he's just gonna wait until the other two are out.
And fucking
he sees
kick
the
over
whole
the
entire
fire
place
pit
is on
and
fire
stuff.
before he lets them go.
Suppose we can stick the chair in the fire pit, or grab that rug and then throw it in the middle and then get out.
The rug wants to burn. As soon as that goes up, the chair, the table, the wooden doors, the floorboards, the broken railing, the stairs themselves are made of timber, and so that slowly starts to burn up and creep up the staircase into the upper level, and then the thatch roof just goes up, and the entire horizon is just kind of illuminated, and all the trees surrounding it, the mountains, and against the backdrop of some snow starting to fall across the moon, the cabin just ignites and burns. All that'll probably be left is the lower shell of the rock, and it'll be a little open air little hut made of rocks at the end of this. But you ignite it burns, and you are able to make your way back between you can just grab some sticks and that are already burning to make torches for it, but you make your way back down to where the dwarven caravan is, and the night watch lets you go in and you go to bed and rest. And I think that's where we pretty much are going to stop for this adventure. So what we can
The clearing might be able to, you might be able to build something new there, but that place was
Good.
painted pretty bad.
The dwarves are like, "What happened to the cabin?" You're like, "Oh, nothing. It's nothing really."
Yeah, you're just gonna see Raggrash go.
It's
"Nothing."
really boring, actually.
And I'll like furl his bottom teeth out like nothing.
So
All
your
right.
characters get 4 gold each because you've done 2 days of travel. You've got 1 gold bracelet worth 3 gold, I think. It's a $300 bracelet. That's pretty nice. You can make enough torches for 4 people, so if you all want to just take +1 torch, or however you want to distribute those. But I
Yeah, I'll go
think
pick one.
I think
3.
Yes,
So
I didn't
I'll have
just
3.
realize I never actually finished this one. I was just like bake it real quick, put some armor, some weapon, shield. All right,
I'll
I'm going to bed now.
replenish the one I have, and then I'll erase this. Yes.
So, question before 100% wrap up. Your characters now can have the choice of staying with the Dwarven Caravan, because I'll probably try to run another game. I might even be free on Friday. We'll see. But you don't have to play in any future games. You could restart at Edel's Hold if you're just kind of like, I got my money. This is not worth it. I've got to go back, see my sister, something like that, whatever. Your characters can auto teleport back to Edel's Hold for next game. Or if you all, as the same party or close to it, want to continue with these dwarves, you can resume on Hex 09 to
Like,
continue the caravan plot if you want, or job rather. So that will remain an ongoing one. I'm going to post some more job stuffs which are separated. Some will be too high level because I know I might still need to balance a little bit and get used to this. But that dragon from session 0, that's going to be one of the jobs. So if people want to go after it, that's
Still flying around.
protect, rescue the hogs.
So, anyways, thank you all for playing. Thank you for putting up with a little bit of rocky getting used to some stuff. I didn't have quite as much prep. No music and no fun tokens, all maps, all pre-done, but I had a lot of fun. I hope you all did too.
Yeah, no,
Oh, I did too.
it was really enjoyable. Thank you for it.
Okay.
I rarely get to be just a player, so I like this very much.
I'm digging it. So, I guess whoever can, I'll see you in the next game.